Hi everyone, welcome to the next session of Geotechnical Engineering 2. In last class, we have solved the one problem. In last problem, they asked the three conditions. We have solved only one condition. Next, the two more conditions we will discuss in this period. And if you see here again one more time, I am reading the problem. A granular soil is given. In the granular soil having specific gravity G equal to 2.70 as well as void ratio equal to 0.50, angle of intersection phi equal to 35 degrees. A slope has to be made of this material if factor of safety 1.5 is considered. For considering this factor of safety 1.15, we have to determine the safe angle, how much inclination of angle we have to provide with respect to the horizontal ground level, that we have to determine. First condition is the slope is dry or submerged without seepage, that is there is no water entering into the soil, or completely the soil is in dry condition, or the soil is completely in a submerged condition. That is the first condition. This first condition already we have solved in our previous lecture. Next they are asked the one more condition. If seepage occurs at and parallel to the surface of the slope, what is the safe angle we have to provide? That is the second condition we are going to discussing. And third condition, if it is a steady seepage, that means pore water is entering into the ground surface up to from horizontal ground level to up to certain height. When entering the water, entering into the slope at certain depth, in that situation, what is the stability of slope? That condition we have to consider. And if you see here, these are the various type of parameters already we have written and we have discussed. All the given parameters we have written. When there are not given any type of unit weight of water, you have to consider the unit weight of water as 9.81 kN per meter cube. And again, if you check here, for based on these G, E and gamma W, calculated the dry unit weight, submerged unit weight, saturated unit weight. If you see here, the first one is the dry unit weight, gamma D equal to G gamma W by 1 plus E. By substituting all the parameters given in the problem, we got the dry unit weight of the soil as 17.658 kN per meter cube. Again, by substituting the parameter in the saturated unit weight, that means the soil mass is, we are considering it as completely submerged. That means completely soil is filled with water. In those conditions, the unit weight of the soil mass it will may reduce. That also we consider gamma prime equal to G minus 1 by 1 plus E into gamma W. By calculating the submerged unit weight, you got the submerged unit weight of the soil mass as 11.11 kilonewton per meter cube. Next, we have also considered the one more condition, that is steady seepage condition. That means if you consider the slope, the water is entering into the soil. Due to this entering of the water into the soil will may have some amount of water present in the soil. In those conditions, the unit weight may be considered as the saturated unit weight. For the saturated unit weight, we are having the formula G plus SE by 1 plus E into gamma W. Again, by substituting all the parameters in the above formula, we got the value of saturated unit weight as 20.928 kN per meter cube. By subtracting saturated unit weight with respect to unit weight of water, you also get the submerged unit weight. These are the parameters already we have discussed. And if you consider our first condition, in our first condition we have taken the soil mass when the slope is in a dry condition or completely filled with water. That means the soil is completely filled with water or it is in a dry condition. In those conditions, what is the factor of safety of the safe inclination of the slope we have cancelled. Suppose if you see here, factor of safety tan phi divided by tan I, where factor of safety given in the problem as 1.15. If you see here in last class, I substituted these values as in radians. That's why we got these values as 0.412. What we are having tan I equal to tan 35 degrees divided by 1.15. You got the values 0.412, 0.412. Those values are the values in terms of radians. That is not in degrees. This is in radians. Hence, you got the value as 0.412. Now again we will calculate tan 35 by 1.15. I am substituting tan 35 degrees divided by 1.15. 1.15. If I am substituting the value, I am getting as tan 35 degrees divided by 1.15 equal to 0.608. 0.608. Now I want to calculate the safe inclination. That means tan I equal to 0.608. Now I am interested to calculate the safe angle. The safe angle I equal to tan inverse of 0.608. If you substitute calculate in calc, you will get the safe angle of the soil mass. That means shift inverse of 0.608. That means the safe angle of soil mass I equal to 31.3 degrees. This is the safe angle of the soil mass. That means by considering all the parameters G, E, angle of interpolation of the soil mass, if you take the soil mass as completely dry condition or completely submerged condition, the inclination, safe inclination of the soil mass, it will be 31.3 degrees. That means if you provide the slab with respect to the horizontal ground surface with 31.3 degrees, the soil mass or the slope is in a stable condition. That is the safe slope we have to provide for that given parameters of the soil of that embankment. Okay. Next, we will solve one more problem. The second problem again will. Okay. Next, we will see the one more condition when the water is occurred at seepage is occurring at parallel to the ground surface at the ground surface. That means the condition we will see here. If you see here, the second condition, if seepage occurs at and parallel to the surface of the slope. Okay. The second condition is if seepage occurs at and parallel to the ground surface. This is the second condition given in the problem. That means, suppose if you consider this is as our inclination of slope. For this inclination of slope, we are having the seepage is parallel to the ground surface. That means the amount of water is entering into the ground surface. Well, the amount of water entering into the ground surface, we have to calculate the factor of safety. For this condition also, factor of safety we are calculated. When the seepage is occurs at and parallel to the ground surface, we are having the factor of safety as gamma prime divided by gamma sat into tan phi divided by tan I. Tan phi divided by tan I. This is the factor of safety for when seepage occurs at and parallel to the ground surface. We have discussed in our previous conditions while deriving the factor of safety with respect to different type of soil conditions. And again, if my interest is to calculate the safe angle of inclination when the seepage occurs at the ground surface, then what I am doing means I am bringing this tan I to this side and I am taking this factor of safety to that side. What I am getting tan I equal to gamma prime divided by gamma sat into tan phi divided by factor of safety of the soil mass. These all gamma prime, gamma sat, tan phi and factor of safety already given in the problem. By substituting these parameters, you will get the safe angle of inclination when the seepage is occurs at and parallel to the ground surface. That the gamma prime value we are calculated it as gamma prime value. The gamma prime value we are getting this value as 11.11. As well as gamma sat we get it as 20.928. The gamma prime value we are having 11.11 divided by gamma sat value we are having 20.928. 20.928 or 20.928 into where tan phi is the angle of intersection given for the soil. That angle of intersection given for the soil as 35 degrees. That means tan 35 degrees. divided by where factor of safety is the soil mass that given in the problem. The factor of safety value they are given in the problem as 1.15. If you substitute these parameters, you will get some angle. 11.11 divided by 20.92 into tan 35 degrees divided by 1.15. I am getting this value as 0.323. But I want to calculate the safe angle of inclination when the seepage occurs at and parallel to the ground surface. That means I equal to tan inverse of 0.323. That means shift tan inverse of answer. That means I am getting this safe angle as 17.91 degrees. In first condition, we have discussed the all parameters given in the problem. By substituting all parameters, the safe angle of inclination for the soil, we have got that value as around 31.3 degree for the safe angle. Again, if you consider the same parameters, when the seepage water occurs at and parallel to the ground surface, that means seepage water is entering into the soil. While coming seepage water into the slope, what is the safe angle they asked to calculate? That safe angle I equal to, we are having 17.91 degrees when the soil mass is in a steady seepage condition. This is the second problem they are asked in the question. Next, third problem we will read once. Again we will solve that third problem also. In third problem, what they are asking means, if seepage occurs parallel to the slope with the water table at a depth of 1.5 meter. That means seepage in previous condition it is at the parallel and ground surface. Whereas in this condition, parallel to the slope, the water table at a depth of 1.5 meter. From horizontal ground level, the water table is at a depth of 1.5 meter. What is the factor of safety available on the slip plane, that is in failure plane, parallel to the ground surface at a depth of 4 meter? Assume I equal to 30 degrees. What they are given in the problem, I will discuss here. Okay, that is condition number 3 or case 3. In case 3, what they are doing means, they are considered one natural ground surface, and this natural ground surface having an angle of inclination I value. That angle of inclination I value they are given in the problem as 30 degrees. They are given in the problem I equal to as 30 degrees. And what they are saying in third condition means, they are asking to calculate the factor of safety when the water table is at a depth of 1.5 meters from the ground surface. Suppose if you consider this is our ground surface, from this ground surface the water is at a depth of 1.5 meter, and where the total depth of the soil mass Z equal to 4 meter, and water table from horizontal ground level it is having 1.5 meters, and from slip field it is having depth of 2.5 meters. This is the condition they are given in the problem. Okay, steady seepage condition, that means water table is present at a depth of 1.5 meter. For this we have to calculate the factor of safety. For this problem already we have derived the factor of safety when the soil mass is in a steady seepage. That means we calculated the average unit weight. That means here this is the soil what is present here. This is in a completely dry condition. Whereas soil here there is presence of water table. Due to this presence of water table, the soil mass is in a saturation condition. For this all unit weight of the soil mass, we have to calculate the average unit weight. That average unit weight we have to calculate. That how we are calculating average unit weight means, gamma average equal to gamma d into this height. Gamma d into above the water table, what is the unit weight of the soil mass we are having, and that dry unit weight how much depth it is having. That value how we are getting means gamma d into 1.5 plus, as well as here we are having the soil. that soil is present with respect to the water. Water is present in the soil. Hence the soil it will be in a saturation condition. That saturated weight we are calculating as gamma sat into saturated unit weight we are having the depth of 2.5 meters. That the saturated unit weight of soil having at a depth of 2.5 meters divided by total depth of the soil mass. Otherwise 1.5 meters plus 2.5 meters. The total depth it will be 4. And what I am doing means I am substituting the dry unit weight of the soil mass, saturated unit weight of the soil mass. By calculating all these parameters, I will get the average unit weight of the soil mass. For the average unit weight of the soil mass, we are calculating. First, we will write the dry unit weight of the soil. That dry unit weight of the soil we are calculated as 17.658. Dry unit weight it will be 17.658, and the dry unit weight having at a depth of 1.50 meters. Plus where saturated unit weight of the soil mass also we are calculated. The saturated unit weight will be G plus SE by 1 plus E into gamma W. That value it will be 20.928. And where H is the height of the saturated unit weight, height from this depth the saturated weight is having. That means 2.5 whole divided by we are having unit weight of total depth of this soil mass at 4 meters. By substituting all these parameters, you will get the average unit weight of the soil for this particular condition. I am substituting the values 17.658 into 1.50 plus 20.928 into height of the saturated height as 2.50 divided by 4. Okay, I am getting the average unit weight of the soil mass as 19.701 kilonewton per meter cube. 19.10 kilonewton per meter cube. This is the average unit weight. We have calculated that particular value. Now we have to calculate the factor of safety of the soil mass when the water table is having at a particular depth from the ground surface or at a depth from the plane failure surface. That formula already we know. That value factor of safety when the water table is at a certain depth. That for that we are having the formula 1 minus gamma W into H divided by gamma average into Z into tan phi divided by tan I. Tan phi divided by tan I. This is the formula you should have to remember when asking the question. Based on the condition, we have to substitute that formulated formula. And if you substitute the parameters what are the given in the problem, you will get the factor of safety. Here they are asked to calculate the factor of safety. They are not asked the safe angle. This angle of inclination they are given. That angle of inclination value it will be 30 degrees. That means 1 minus where gamma W is the unit weight of the water, 9.81 is the 9.81 into where H is the height of the water present in the slope. If you observe here from this horizontal ground surface, the depth of water table it will be 2.50. That means 9.81 into 2.50 divided by gamma average we have calculated as 19.70. That means 19.70 into where Z is the total depth of the soil mass. The total depth of the soil mass as 4 into where tan phi is the angle of soil mass given in the problem. That angle of intersection value are given in the problem itself as tan 35 degrees divided by where tan I is the angle of inclination they are given in the problem. If you see here in this angle of inclination, they are giving this value as 30 degrees. That means tan 35 degrees divided by tan 30 degrees. If you substitute these parameters, you will get the values in terms of factor of safety. That factor of safety equal to 1 minus 9.81 into 2.50 divided by 19.70 into 4. Okay. 1 minus 0.31 into tan 35 divided by tan 30. Tan 35 divided by tan 30. Okay, I am getting it as 1.21. Okay, 1.21 into 1 minus 0.31. Okay, I am getting this factor of safety of the soil mass FOS equal to 0.836. This is the factor of safety of the soil mass. That means if you consider this slope and if you substitute the all parameters G, E as well as Y ratio, gamma D as well as gamma sat, and by considering all these parameters, then if you keep the angle of inclination as I equal to 30 degrees, when the water table is at a depth of H equal to 2.5 meters, in those conditions what it will happen means the slope will may get failure. Why? Because the factor of safety we are getting this value as less than 1. If your factor of safety is less than 1, what it means? It means shear strength is less than the shear stress. When shear stresses exceed the shear stresses, the slope will may failure. Hence why for such type of these soil parameters, we will say that the slope is unstable or the slope it will may failure. Okay, up to now this is the problem. Okay, based on the given parameters, we have calculated the safe angle of inclination when the soil mass is in complete dry or completely submerged condition, as well as we have calculated the when seepage is occurs at and parallel to the ground surface. That means water entering and it reaches the ground surface. In those conditions, what is the safe angle of inclination we have calculated. And in third condition, they asked about to calculate the factor of safety when the water table is at a depth of 2.5 meters from the slip plane or 1.5 meters at the depth of the top of the ground surface. By substituting all these parameters, we got the factor of safety of the soil mass as 0.836. That means the slope is in a unstable condition. The slope is going to be failure. This is the up to now. This is the problem. Now we will see one more problem based on this. This problem already we have discussed. And here I have written one more problem. We will try to solve this problem also. This is the one more problem considered for both cohesive and friction soil. Suppose if it is finite slope and having purely cohesive soil, in those conditions we will use steady circular method or standard method of slice or Taylor stability number. By using those concepts, we will derive the stability analysis of slopes. It may be unstable, stable or safe angle of inclination. That all we will discuss by using Taylor's or Taylor stability methods. And this is the problem. One more problem I am reading here. The same type of problem also I am explained again. One more time reading the same problem. One more problem. The problem is an infinite long slope having an inclination of 20 degrees in an underlying firm cohesive soil where soil having specific gravity G equal to 2.72 and wire ratio E equal to 0.65. There is a thin weight layer of soil 6 meters below and parallel to the slope surface. One type of soil is there. The angle of inclination is having 26 degrees and specific gravity as 2.72, wire ratio as 0.65. There is a thin weak layer of soil is there 6 meters below and parallel to the slope surface where C equal to 25 kN per meter square. Unit weight of the cohesion equal to 25 kN per meter square. And angle of intersection of the soil is phi equal to 16 degrees. That angle of inclination of the intersection of the soil phi equal to 16 degrees. Compute the factor of safety when the slope is in a dry condition. That means cohesive is there as well as the angle of intersection also there. When both of these parameters given, we have to calculate the factor of safety. In first condition, what they are asking is, what they are asking to calculate the factor of safety when the soil mass is in a completely dry condition. In same question, they are asking if groundwater flow could occur parallel to the ground surface, what factor of safety would result, or what is the factor of safety? Suppose there is a slope formed with the cohesiveness as well as angle of internal friction. What is the factor of safety that we have to calculate first? In the second condition, what they are asking, that is same slope, but there is water table flow could occur parallel to the ground surface, water entering into the soil mass. In those conditions, we have to determine the factor of safety. First, the given parameters will write in this problem. The given parameters as given if you absolute infinite long slope having an angle of inclination. Angle of inclination is nothing but I. Angle of inclination they are giving I as 26 degrees. 26 degrees. As well as in underlying film cohesive soil having specific gravity G equal to 2.72, Y ratio equal to 0.65. That means specific gravity G equal to 2.65 and Y ratio equal to 0.65. Okay. Next, as well as they are given the cohesiveness of the soil mass as 25 kilonewton per meter square. Where given the cohesiveness of the soil mass C equal to 25 kilonewton per meter square. As well as they are given angle of inclination, angle of interflexion of the soil mass. That means phi they are given. The angle of interflexion of the soil mass phi equal to 16 degrees. The angle of inclination is 26 degrees. Specific gravity of the soil is 2.65. Y ratio equal to 0.65. Unit weight of the cohesion C equal to 25 kN per meter square. The angle of interflexion phi equal to 16 degrees. That means suppose this is your infinite slope. For this infinite slope, we have to calculate the factor of safety. If you consider first condition, we have determined the volume of the wedge, weight of the wedge, density of the wedge. We calculated the normal stress. We calculated the shear stress. That first condition formula we have to substitute here. We forgot to write about the HR depth of the soil mass. The weak layer of the soil mass HRZ equal to 6 meters. That equal to H equal to 6 meters. The depth of the soil mass here H equal to 6 meters. Okay. This is the formula. Here you can write it as Z or H. For this formula we are having the factor of safety. If you observe here, our condition is given when the soil mass is presence of both cohesion as well as angle of interflexion. But this we are having the formula factor of safety equal to shear strength divided by shear stress. Shear strength divided by shear stress, that equal to S divided by tau F, where S equal to C plus sigma n bar into tan phi divided by shear stress equal to tau. For this we are having the formula C plus, where sigma n bar is the gamma z into cos square I into tan phi. Sigma n bar is the effective stress. Already we are had that effective stress value. It will be gamma z into cos square I into tan phi. Okay. Here Z or H both you have to write. What you are giving in the problem, that same value you have to represent. Otherwise you can substitute both value. Whereas shear stress value it will be gamma z into cos I into sin I. If you observe here, all they given the parameter, but the unit weight of the soil mass we don't know. But unit weight of the soil mass they consider the first condition as dry unit weight. For this dry unit weight we are having the formula gamma D equal to G gamma W by 1 plus E. If you substitute these parameters you will get where gamma equal G equal to 2.65, G equal to 2.65 and unit weight of the water as 9.81, where 1 plus Y ratio of the soil mass is 0.65. Okay, Y ratio of the soil equal to 0.65. If you substitute these values you will get the dry unit weight. That means 2.65 into 9.81 divided by 1.65. Okay, I am getting the dry unit weight of the soil mass as 15.75 15.75 kilonewton per meter cube. Now we will calculate the factor of safety by substituting all these parameters. For first condition is when the soil mass is in a dry condition, what is the factor of safety? What I am doing means I am substituting all the parameters. Factor of safety equal to cohesion, they are given the problem as 25 kilonewton per meter cube, 25 plus, where gamma D is 15.76, okay, where Z is the total depth of the soil mass as 6 meters, and the cos square I, that means cos square I, safe angle of inclination they are given as 26 degrees, that means cos square 26 degrees into where tan phi is the angle of interpolation of the soil mass. That angle of interpolation of the soil mass as tan 16 degrees. Tan 16 degrees divided by total we are having gamma D into Z into cos I into sin. Again gamma D we are having 15.76 into where Z is the height of the soil mass, that height it will be 6 into cos I, we are having the value as cos I is the angle of inclination, that is cos 26 degrees and sin 26 degrees. If you substitute all these parameters, if you calculate the value, the factor of safety you are getting it as 1.18 by substituting all these parameters. If you calculated this 25 plus 15.76 into cos 26 tan 16 degree divided by 15.76 into cos 26, you will get the factor of safety as 1.18. That means this slope is in a stable condition. For this same soil mass, when seepage is entering into the ground surface, when the water is entering into the ground surface, suppose if the water is at the ground surface, calculate the factor of safety. This one more problem is for your homework. For that condition, calculate the factor of safety. Up to now, this is the problem. In one more class, we will try to solve 2 more problems, and in next from Monday onwards, we will start the new chapter, that is earth pressure theories and the retaining walls. Thank you.